All right, welcome to the Brothers Bear sesh here. Doing a little interview with our good artist named Steven Dial.
You don't even know my name.
Dale.
It's Stephen Daly.
Dale. Daly. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm totally sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it, I guess.
That's all right.
I'm tripping balls right now, all right? I have officially been baptized in this ritual that you guys have here. This is my first time doing this, and so far,
You've never been to a con?
never.
Oh wow.
360.
This is baby con compared
Yeah,
to
I
anything.
bet it is. Yeah, tell me about it, dude. What brings you here to Comic Con, sir?
A friend of mine named Holly Payne, she coordinated the artist gallery this time around, and she asked me if I wanted a booth.
When did you start doing this?
When did I start drawing?
Yeah, drawing.
I started drawing at 5 years old. Yeah.
And when did you find out that you like have this talent and wanted to go forward with it?
My mom was always really supportive. She was an oil painter herself. She did like landscapes and seascapes and stuff like that. My stepdad, on the other hand, was not supportive, but my mom always saw that there was something there, more than just a doodler, you know what I mean? And I fell in love with it from the moment I first picked up a number 2 pencil. I just fell in love with it.
Any artists that come to mind as far as influences?
Influences. I always look to the old masters. Most of the people who are popular today learn from studying the old masters. So like Caravaggio, Peter Paul Rubens, Jean Baptiste, Hans Melming. Those guys are like just amazing painters, and they paved the way for us to do what we do today.
The imagery is so vivid, man. It sticks out real well. And some of that stuff is wicked too, bro. I can see what you're into, man. It's fucking, it's wicked. Like I walked into the booth and I saw the creature there.
Jobulon.
Yeah.
Jobulon.
Yeah, that freaks me the fuck out when I saw it. I was like, what is that doing there? You know, started having these visuals of red and white flames.
In 2009, I had been a conspiracy theorist since about 1995. In about 1995, I was probably around 22, 23 years old, and I started noticing that the things in the world aren't what they seem. And I started realizing that we have these men in power who pretty much own everything, like all the companies, and they pretty much run the politicians. So I started looking into these people, and I found out that they all belong to these brotherhoods, and the brotherhoods being, like the Freemasons, the, Elks Lodge, stuff like that. And, the normal dad who, is a veteran, goes down to the lodge to get away from his mom, get away from his wife, is not very nefarious. But it's when you start getting up into like the Washington level, the Skull and Bones and stuff like that, is when it starts to become nefarious. So I started researching all that stuff and getting more heavy into it. And I started finding out what it was that they actually did in these lodges. And through, friends of friends and books and not the internet, because the internet's just all lies. It's a web of lies. And just like mutual friends who were into that type of stuff, I started learning more about it. And I came across this entity called Jah Bull On. And it's basically 3 entities in one. It's Jah, the Jehovah God, Bull, Baal, the guy they worshipped in Babylon, and On, which is Dagon, and he takes the form of either a cat or a fish. So, and they all pretty much, to me, just kind of boil back to Satan, if you want to know the truth. They're just incarnations of demons, basically. And then I started studying all this stuff and getting further into it, and I started seeing that Solomon wrote about all these guys. And so there's a famous etching of Jabulon, and the face on it kind of looks like George Bush. But I've
seen that actually. Yeah, I've seen that.
So I did my interpretation of what I thought it would look like.
A king.
Yeah.
with a big long beard. He reminds me of Santa Claus.
Yeah, well, that's funny that you would mention that because Santa Claus comes from the god Mithra, and all of his worshippers used to wear the little Santa hat, and that's where Santa Claus comes from.
Nice, nice. Then I see the checkerboard on the floor too. That's obviously related to Freemasonry, right?
Exactly. And the funny thing is we have these men who are running our societies and filling our plot holes and what they're supposed to be doing, but they're instead in these lodges doing these weird rituals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Obama's like a rock star now. I don't need a rock star president. I need somebody to fix the plot holes in my city. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
You're a public servant. Be a public servant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
totally.
the way I see it.
Yeah, and it's all as far as what they should know in that whole concept idea. Those people that are there have no fucking clue whatsoever. It's like a group of frat boys, just having a good time, doing stupid ass rituals that have no idea what they're about, and
the funny thing is I found out you can't be a Shriner until you're gone through all of the masonry. And I thought it was funny they drive around in these little cars, but then there's this god Jobulon that they do these rituals to. So it's like innocent and dark at the same time, and which is what the checkerboard represents. It's a duality. It's a evil and good. And
demented, bro, man.
Yeah.
I see that picture and I'm just like, oh my god, these fucking people. What's wrong with them? There's this author, right, named Juri Lina, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. It could be Juni Lira.
Is it she or he? I don't
It's
know.
a he, yeah.
Well,
And
a Ritual in America book?
Ritual in America, yeah, I read that book, and I always thought the cover was mad crazy. Like, you don't want to show this to your school teacher, but you're definitely going to show this to a stranger and be like, hey, man, what do you know?
Yeah, they contacted me and asked me to be in the book and paid me for it and everything. It was really cool, yeah.
Brilliant. You read the book, too?
I did. I have it in my library.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Well, hey, man, it was good stuff, dude. Good talking to you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Great visual artwork you got there, man. The influence is well out there. It's very occult, you can totally tell. And your craft work is really, really awesome, dude.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's good stuff, dude. Anything else you got to say here for us, Brothers Bear, to tell the Comic Conies here? I'm sorry, bro.
You just
All
put me on the
All right,
spot.
I know.
No, I'm
all right, real quick. What type of student is Carlos in class?
Oh, he's doing all right.
All right, dude. There you have it. There again. Thanks again, Steven, for this interview. Good luck to you in this world, this god awful world that's so beautiful, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.